Isabelle.
This cat was more dangerous than a wild animal, but she chose me. I had never met such a domineering and demanding cat.
Sorry.
Her fur seemed like fluffy armor, and her gaze was like a laser beam piercing right into my soul. Her name was Isabelle, and every sound of that name echoed through the house.
Wow, she's mad.
She followed me from room to room as if I were her constant object of observation. When I reached out my hand, she often hissed, a gentle warning that the boundaries of her world were not to be violated.
Move your hand. Move your hand. What is happening?
It all started when I brought Isabelle to her foster family at 8 weeks old. A tiny bundle, fragile and sick, she lay in my palm like a winter berry under the snow. I didn't believe she would survive. No one knew yet that this little creature had a steely character. Bathing her was a challenge. She thrashed and scratched as if fighting for her freedom, and I realized that this was no toy and no ordinary cat. She was Isabelle, and she was not going to give up.
What do you want? She wants me to sit down. Okay.
When the illness receded, her true nature was revealed. Her angry little face with its upturned lip looked like a menacing snarl. She didn't need hugs. She didn't want to play. Her eyes showed the pride of a predator. I whispered kind words to her, but she didn't hear them. Only I could reach out to her, and even then, with caution. She didn't let anyone else into her world.
I'm scared.
This made our rare moments of closeness even more precious.
Are you proud of yourself? Are you a mighty hunter?
Then Tali was born, my daughter. I thought it would be a test for Isabelle, that she would turn away and reproach me for the appearance of a little rival. And indeed, the first days were quiet and tense.
I'm here. I'm here.
Isabelle would sit next to me when I was feeding the baby and watch silently. Her eyes, full of questions and resentment, spoke of jealousy. I felt guilty, as if I had betrayed her. I took breaks from caring for the baby to make sure Isabelle wasn't suffering too much. I fed her treats and whispered to her.
What's going on? What is it? You gonna help?
Time passed, and the barriers began to crumble. I opened the door to the nursery so the cat could look inside. She stepped cautiously on the soft carpet, sniffed the toys, and rubbed against my leg. I stroked her and whispered, "You are important to both of us."
What is that? Is that a new Cole's blanket?
Gradually, she relaxed. Her hissing was replaced by soft purring, a sign of acceptance. Tali smiled at the cat, and at that moment I realized that trust was beginning to grow between them.
Isabelle, hi Isabelle.
Winter spread its icy blanket around the house. Cold and silence descended on the house. Isabelle rarely went out onto the cold windowsills, but I tried not to forget about her. I left warm corners and soft blankets for her. And in the spring, when the first rays of sunshine touched the earth,
What's left, Isabelle?
Isabelle began to visit the nursery more often. She would sit next to Tali, rest her head on her lap, and closing her half-covered eyelids, seemed to answer affirmatively to the question, "I am here. I am with you."
Good girl.
Today, Isabelle is not just a cat with a difficult personality. She is a member of our family, the guardian of our home's comfort and tenderness.
Oh, she doesn't feel well today.
She is still independent, but she has learned to trust and love. Now she spends her evenings by the fireplace, looking at us and sometimes purring quietly. Her soft fur reminds me of how important it is to give a chance to those who seem unapproachable. Sometimes even the coldest hearts melt from the warmth of care. If you like this story about Isabelle, like it, write comments, and subscribe to the channel to see more touching stories.